Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary peoples. This is Bronson's By Any Means Necessary fantasy football talk for Thursday, December 1st, 2022. This will be the running back spikes and yikes. Again, I didn't get any sleep last night, so I've become more of a graveyard person again. It's just, for whatever reason, as I've aged, it's just become a much easier thing for me to do. It's easier for me to stay up all night and sleep in the morning than it is to try and go to sleep early and get up early. I'm not much of a morning person anymore, which sucks. I'm not even I haven't even been up for lunch, to Uber for lunch all week. It's just, I anticipated that working more UPS over these next 6 weeks was going to affect my money-making capabilities with Uber, but I wasn't really expecting this big of a swing. I really thought that I would be able to take a nap, between midnight and 3 a.m. and go to work and come back and take another 3-4 hour nap and be up in time for lunch, but that's not the case so far. It hasn't been working out. So I'm completely missing lunch, which is a bummer. But yesterday, speaking of Uber, my God, I had a delivery, or I thought I had a delivery. It was a 14-mile delivery, $20. It was a really slow night. I'd been sitting there for a little while. I was like, I'm taking this. So I had to drive over to Washougal, which was 8.5 miles. All right, so I get over there. The restaurant's closed. So I just wasted 8.5 miles of gas. I was pissed. I called Uber. I complained. They canceled the order. They paid me $3 for the order. And I was like, $3? That's it? That's all you're giving me? And they're like, oh, we'll try to find you something as soon as possible, blah, blah, blah. They never do. When I'm over that far, they never find me anything. So I had to drive over there 8.5 miles for $3, and then I had to drive back 8 miles for nothing. So I went 16.5 miles for $3. That is not acceptable to me. Yesterday, after I did the wide receiver video that for whatever reason took forever to upload, the night did not really get better. Did not get better at all. Somehow ended up making $125, but I stayed out later than I wanted to. I stayed out till about 1. And hoping for a better night tonight. Once this video is done, I'm going to go out again. Most likely, I might wait till 5 because the 4 o'clock hour typically is not very good. So I don't want to eat too. I woke up at like 2:15, and then I kind of sat here. Did some fantasy basketball stuff. So I took over. I'm a commissioner of a league now. I'm helping my friend run a league. So he's still the big commissioner. I'm like the half commissioner. So I was helping him do some stuff. And then I was setting my fantasy football lineups for tonight because I didn't do that yet. So I was just doing other things. Then I did the stuff for this, and now I'm filming. So definitely not having much free time right now. And it's December now. I really need to. I guess I'm gonna take this place that I found in Tucson. That's a really, really affordable price, really good location. The problem I'm having with it is there's no covered parking, which seems small time, right? It seems petty, but I don't want my car just sitting in the sun in Arizona baking, especially in the summertime. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I think I'm gonna apply for it. I've been putting off applying for it because of the petty stuff, but I think I'm gonna apply for it and see how that goes because I need to figure something out. And then I found a really nice seat to the Blazers game on Sunday. It was a resale ticket in the 100 level, one ticket for $85. So I'm probably gonna buy that. I saw it before I went to sleep this morning. I was like, I'll take care of that when I get up, but we'll see. I'll take care of it later. It might be gone. Oh well, I'll find something else for a little bit less money. Maybe not such a great seat, but 100 level, like 10 rows up behind the backboard. That's pretty cool for the price it was, because it was a little bit cheaper because it was a ticket someone had bought. Like I think they bought two, and maybe their date canceled or something. So now they're selling the second one for a little bit less than market value. Those are the kind of tickets I like to find. That's why I like to wait till the day of, the day before, because people will get a little bit more desperate, and they'll sell those better tickets for cheaper. But if this one is pretty good, I'll probably just take it if it's still available whenever I get the chance. Get around to it. Yeah, I'm eating potato chips even though I'm fat. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to the running back stuff. All right, top 10 list. Your top 30 list, starting with your top 10. Your running back ones for week 13. Number 1, we got Josh Jacobs versus Chargers. 2, we got Austin Eckler at the Raiders. So, top 2 running backs for the week are playing each other, and I think that game got flexed. Was it Monday night? Sunday night's still the damn Cowboys, because NBC loves to put NFC East or East Coast teams or Dallas on primetime. They love it. I think Chargers and Raiders got flexed into Monday night, because it was originally supposed to be Chiefs and Broncos, right? Number 3, we got Nick Chubb with the Texans. 4, Joe Mixon coming back from that concussion. He's versus the Chiefs. 5, we got Derrick Henry with the Eagles. 6, we got Ramondre Stevenson tonight versus the Bills. And I understand this video probably won't get uploaded before the kickoff tonight, but I'm filming the content before the game starts, so I get a peace of mind. 7, we got Saquon Barkley versus the Commanders. 8, we got Christian McCaffrey versus the Dolphins. 9, Jonathan Taylor at the Cowboys. 10, Travis Etienne, questionable, still to face a juicy matchup in Detroit against the Lions. Running back 2s, 11 through 20. We got Aaron Jones at the Bears. Dalvin Cook at 12 versus the Jets. 13, we got Kenneth Walker at the Rams. 14, Alvin Kamara versus the Bucs in Tampa Bay. 15, we got David Montgomery versus the Packers. 16, Tony Pollard versus the Colts. 17, Dameon Pierce versus the Browns. 18, Jamal Williams versus the Jaguars. 19, Najee Harris at the Falcons. And 20, we got Miles Sanders versus the Titans. Running back 3s, 21 through 30. Antonio Gibson at the Giants. He's currently questionable, but I suspect he'll play. 22, we got Latavius Murray at the Ravens. 23 and 24, we got Leonard Fournette and Rashad White versus Saints, so they are back-to-back. 25, we got Cordero Patterson versus Steelers. 26, we got Jeff Wilson at the 49ers. 27, we got Zeke Elliott versus the Colts. 28, we got Kyron Williams making his first appearance of the season in the top 30. He'll be seeing the Seahawks. 29, we got DeAndre Swift versus Jaguars, way down there. I don't know what's going on with DeAndre Swift. It's very confounding to me. And then 30, we got Isaiah Pacheco at the Bengals. So that's your top 30. Moving this a little bit. As you can see, I'm not filming in my typical location. Anyways, yikes. I do have one in the top 10, and it is the guy playing today. That is Ramondre Stevenson. Damien Harris is back. Damien Harris is not going away. He's kind of a thorn in the side of Ramondre Stevenson owners. I still like Ramondre Stevenson. I still think he's definitely the most talented back New England has, but I'm a little concerned that with the matchup that he may not put up top 10 numbers with the matchup and with the prevalence, the work that Damien Harris gets. Excuse me, I temporarily forgot how to speak English, I guess. I got Ramondre Stevenson more as a high-end running back 2. Then Alvin Kamara at 14. Kamara's really been struggling lately. Tampa Bay has a good run defense, so we'll see how that works out. But he's not in my top 15. And then Miles Sanders at 20. Titans are a really tough matchup for him. With the way Jalen Hurts has been running the ball, it's a little concerning for Miles Sanders owners. So he's outside my top 20. And then I'm going to go ahead and yike Antonio Gibson at 21. I think that's a little high end for him because it's fantasy owners have been a little frustrated with the Commanders' backfield this season. We don't know which one's going to put up the running back 2 numbers on a week-to-week basis. And with that in mind, I would not have Antonio Gibson as the top end running back 3 for the week. He would be a little bit lower for me. Still definitely in the flex conversation. Has to be in the flex conversation if he plays, but I think 21's a little high. And for my spikes, because I'm yiking Ramondre Stevenson out of the running back 1 conversation, I'm spiking Kenneth Walker, the Seahawks running back against the Rams, into it. I think he's going to have a big day. And then I'm also spiking Jamal Williams down at 18. Jamal Williams is still the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns. He got, I think, 1 more last week. So, I don't understand. I don't get these rankings. I don't get why a guy like that is still considered a low-end running back 2 when he's putting up running back 1 numbers on a weekly basis. He's definitely more of a high-end running back 2. So 18's a little low. And then because I'm knocking Miles Sanders completely out of the top 20, I've got to move somebody else into the top 20, and that will be Jeff Wilson versus the 49ers. Jeff Wilson, since getting traded to Miami, has been a fantastic top 15 running back. So I know the 49ers are going to be a tough matchup for him. Kyle Shanahan knows him well. That whole defense knows him well. But I still think he's going to see enough production to be a top 20 play. Some other spikes outside the top 30, starting with Brian Robinson at 33. I think both Commanders running backs should probably be top 30 guys moving forward. And I guess I have to knock somebody out. Kyron Williams, I like him. I think he's going to see enough volume, but he's just, nobody in that Rams offense is producing right now. It's really hard to watch how far they've fallen off 1 year after winning the Super Bowl. But I'm going to put Brian Robinson in the top 30 over Kyron Williams. And then a couple other guys at 45, we've got JaMychal Hasty. And then outside the top 50, we got Darrell Henderson for the Jaguars. Travis Etienne is banged up. He may not play, and he may not play the large percentage of snaps that he sees regularly. So that could open up some opportunities for JaMychal Hasty and Darrell Henderson. I think they both, especially in a good matchup against the Lions, they both could be low-end flex plays for you. Well, maybe not. I feel like Darrell Henderson's a better player than JaMychal Hasty. He just has to learn the offense, so it's tricky. I don't know which one of those running backs is really going to be the number 2 in Jacksonville. I feel like it should be Darrell Henderson, but it's currently JaMychal Hasty, so it's definitely risky. I'm definitely not recommending playing them at all unless Travis Etienne's situation changes. But if you're in a deeper league, or you're desperate because you got James Conner and Dante Foreman on bye, and you don't really have any running backs, those guys are a good dart throw, I guess. I suppose that's it. That's it for the week, right? That wraps it all up. Of course, I'll be back for week 14, and there will be no more teams on bye the rest of the season. This bye week of 13 is the last bye week for everybody. So, yeah, it's time to start preparing for the playoffs. And most of my teams, as usual, are well positioned for the playoffs. I do have some that are in some tenuous situations, but I still have a couple of weeks to try and remedy that. And in one of my leagues, actually, like my money league, I'm still sitting in the 6th spot. I've been there for 3 weeks, even though I haven't won. So it's like all my competitors keep losing as well, and because I have the tiebreaker advantage, I have most points, and I beat them in head-to-head matchups. I get to keep that spot, but it's like we're all like we're all like the NFC South. Nobody wants to go to the playoffs in that division, and so we're kind of in the same situation. None of us want to get to the playoffs apparently either. So, what? Yeah, hopefully my team can, it's on a 3-game losing streak. Hasn't won pretty much since I paid my dues. Honestly, I paid my dues a little late, and so because I'm not usually a procrastinator, but the commissioner said we had to pay by week 10, and so I didn't intend to wait till week 10 when the season started. I intended to pay earlier, but then I had the whole car problems. Kind of fell behind, got distracted, went on vacation, stuff like that. So I just kind of forgot, and then I did it, and ever since I paid, I haven't won. So it's like great, it's wonderful. But yeah, hopefully we can get off the schneid going around this week. The opponent that I'm playing, I'm not saying he's not very good. He's typically got a pretty competitive team, but this year they're not so hot. So hopefully I can beat him and kind of control my own destiny heading into I believe week 14 is the final week of the regular season in our league. So yeah, all right, peace, love, and nacho fries. I'm tired again already, which is ridiculous. I think I need some caffeine, and then I'm gonna head out on the road. No, I need to eat, get some caffeine, eat some lunch, and then I'll head out on the road and hope for a much better night than last night.